Alright, heading back home. See how it does. This is an interesting turn too, so it's making a left turn signal, which is good. Very, very slow. But it made it. And right turn here. Stop sign. Good to go. Now there's a car coming. What is it gonna do? Decides to go. Good right turn. A little bit hesitance on the bird. A little bit hesitant on the actual movement, but overall it was pretty decent. It looked over to the left side, saw a car, saw it wasn't coming fast enough, so it went and made the choice to go. So that was good. Making a left up here. Green light. Okay. Proceeding with caution. Went over the double yellows, which is not great. But it's still going. In the right lane. Goes over the solid yellow or solid white, which is not great. Should get a right turn signal. Good to go. A little bit wide hesitation. We're off. Left turn, merge. Good to go. And red light. So I thought that lane change was pretty decisive. And that's the type of motion and movement that I actually enjoy about this system, but it isn't consistent with when it does that, so that's one of the issues that I have. Or something that needs to be resolved. Because it's just not super consistent with turns, and you know, if it needs to get into the right lane, if it sees an opening, it should just get into the right lane. It seems to, like, let's say we're making a right turn at this light here. You know, you would want to get into the right lane earlier so that you can make sure you can make that right turn. But the issue that I see is that, you know, if we're making a right turn at this light that we're at, it tries to merge in areas and it turns on its turn signal when it shouldn't be doing that. Like, if there's a spot where it can do that earlier before this road, it should try to do that. But not like on this last heap of road here. It should try to do this beforehand back here. That's one of the main things that I think Tesla needs to work on, is with the navigation, trying to merge into a lane to make it easier so that you don't have to merge in it at the last second, something like that. Kind of an abrupt stop there. Braking too hard when a car is making a right turn. No need to brake that hard, as the car was outside of our lane. avoiding pothole. It was a very abrupt slowdown to 30 mile per hour. It's like slamming on the brakes, so I imagine that can be dangerous if you slow down too quickly in front of the wrong person. Back and forth that way. Left turn here. Gets into the lane a little bit late. I would want it to get into the lane faster so that it's actually okay. That car wasn't all the way through the left turn, or they were not all the way through the intersection, so that was not great on my part, and just continuing as if it was out of the intersection. So yeah, when I was talking about the left turn, like, there's a dotted line, and with the dotted line, that's when you're supposed to go, and right turn signal for no reason here. I'm not making a right turn. I don't need to turn on the signal here. I don't know why it's moving up for visibility. Trying to go through a red light when I'm supposed to go straight, trying to make a right instead. I don't know what the hell that was, but these are those edge cases where it's kind of like you're sort of making a right turn, but it's not. You're not actually making a right turn, you're sort of veering right. That I was supposed to go straight, like back here. This was going straight, and it wanted me to go right into target. So that's one thing to note, is that, you know, it's certainly not perfect, but again, it knows that it wants to go straight. So like looking at this GPS map, it kind of looks like they're like merging out of the lane, but again, this is making a right, so I'm not sure what the heck it was doing. But that's full self-driving 11.3.1, and this one I would give maybe a C+. It's getting better, but it's still barely passable, you know. It doesn't follow a lot of rules in terms of etiquette and in terms of just like knowing and understanding what another driver would feel. So with that said, let me know in the comments what you think, and thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.